Shefi i diplomacisë serbe Marko Gjuriq ka vazhduar me retorikën e Beogradit zyrtar duke akuzuar Kosovën për kinse e marginalizim të popullatës serbe dhe për keqësim të situatës në Kosovë. Ai gjatë fjalës në Këshillin e Sigurimit të Organizatës së Kombeve të Bashkuara me rastin e prezantimit të raportit të UNMIK, ka thënë se Serbia është përkushtuar në mënyrë të vendosur ndaj dokumenteve kyçe të OKB-s dhe të ardhmes së begate të gjithë qytetarëve të saj. Gjuriq tha se që nga kthimi i Albin Kurtit në pushtet ka filluar procesi i marginalizimit të popullatës serbe, dhe se veprimet provokuese të policisë së Kosovës krijojnë frikë te popullata serbe. Ai shtoi se Kurti nuk planifikon të zbatojë marrëveshjen për formimin e asociacionit. Në këtë mënyrë i hidhet hije marrëveshjeve, tha ai, duke shtuar se situata në Kosovë është përkeqësuar në mënyrë dramatike, duke krijuar një klimë mosbesimi dhe frike.
And responsible member of the international community. Serbia is a key European contributor to a number of UN peacekeeping operations from the Middle East to the Mediterranean and on the African continent as well. Having sustained a record high GDP growth rate for over a decade, Serbia has seen the size of our national GDP more than double over the course of the past decade. We are fostering a business-friendly environment that encourages investments and innovation. In December of this year, Serbia will assume the chairmanship of the Global Partnership for Artificial Intelligence, and in 2027, my hometown of Belgrade will host the Expo 2027 Specialized World Exhibition, creating new opportunities for the entire region. As part of the Open Balkans initiative, launched by President Vučić, Prime Minister Rama of Albania, and the government of the Republic of North Macedonia, we have created a single regional labor market and are welcoming to our country people from across the region. Initiatives like the Digital Serbia project aim to integrate technology into our economy, promoting a knowledge-based society. As we build new industries and create jobs, we are committed to ensuring that no community is left behind in this progress. Sadly, the contrast with what is going on in our southern province of Kosovo and Metohija couldn't be more stark. As a series of UNMIK reports and recent developments reveal, in the past 2.5 years, the situation in Kosovo and Metohija has worsened significantly, with human rights abuses and unilateral moves by the regime of Albin Kurti creating a climate of fear and instability. Today, I'm here to detail some of his regime's serious transgressions against the Serbian community and to appeal for your urgent, decisive action. And, as we shall see today, the real question facing this Council is, will we stand aside while innocent, ordinary people suffer, or will we take meaningful steps to protect the vulnerable? Firstly, this year, we mark a sad anniversary that cannot be overlooked. It has been 20 years since the March 17th pogrom in 2004, when 28 innocent people were killed and almost 1,000 more were wounded. It was a second wave of ethnic cleansing against Serbs, following the one in 1999, which led to the forceful expulsion of 250,000 people and more than 150 Serbian churches destroyed, leaving an additional 40 Serbian Orthodox churches destroyed on March the 17th alone. As I already mentioned, the recent past for Serbs in Kosovo and Metohija has been painful and complicated. Given the recent past, it is even more devastating to consider the unbearable present that has been created by the regime of Albin Kurti for Serbs in Kosovo and Metohija. Since Albin Kurti's return to power, his administration has systematically intensified measures aimed at isolating and marginalizing the Serbian community. Imagine if your own currency was suddenly banned, pensions stripped away, and social support cut off. For Serbs in Kosovo and Metohija, this is not hypothetical. This is precisely the reality they are facing in Kosovo today. In September of this year, heavily armed special police stormed post offices in Serbian majority municipalities, effectively paralyzing daily life. Basic rights like registering a birth of a child or accessing welfare benefits offered equally to all by the Serbian government have become nearly impossible. Violence against Serbs has escalated sharply. In 2024 alone, over 90 attacks specifically targeted Serbian individuals and properties with not one single perpetrator facing justice. Disturbing incidents involving children have especially shocked our communities. Recently, a child was attacked in North Mitrovica by a man wielding knives, marking the 16th such assault since Mr. Kurti took office. How many attacks must we witness before concrete action is taken? In northern Kosovo, the Serbian population faces a daily reality of crude force. Completely outside of any existing agreements, the region is governed by a mono-ethnic police force loyal to Kurti, enforcing policies through intimidation rather than consent. Adding to this, Kurti's administration has imposed ethno-nationalist Albanian mayors who were quote-unquote elected with virtually no Serbian support and hold no legitimacy whatsoever among the communities they are supposed to serve. Not a single % of support, and yet they govern. Meanwhile, Prishtina's refusal to honor the Brussels Agreement, which calls for the establishment of the Community of Serb-majority municipalities, has stripped Serbs of even basic legal protections. Just 2 days ago, in a public statement that yet again openly challenges the fundamentals of the dialogue process and the rule of Kosovo's own laws, Prime Minister Albin Kurti stated that he does not plan to implement the agreement on the Community of Serb-majority municipalities at all. This is not only a rejection of commitments made under EU mediation, but a direct affront to this Council and the international community's authority. Interior Minister Jalal Svetlja, known for his documented violent attacks against EULEX just a couple of years ago, added to this affront when he stated that his administration has no intention of implementing Article 9 of the Brussels Agreement, which guarantees for the collective return of Serb representatives to the Kosovo police in the north. While not surprising, this open defiance is scandalous and undermining years of dialogue, casting a doubt on Prishtina's willingness to build a peaceful future. If agreements once signed can be discarded and mocked at, what foundation remains for trust and dialogue? Additionally, Prishtina's administration has taken steps that blatantly violate Kosovo's own constitution. The Serb List, a political party that overwhelmingly won in Serb-majority areas in elections that were upheld by the OSCE, the EU, and ANMIC, is being illegally denied the constitutional right to nominate representatives to government positions and Kosovo institutions. This denial of fundamental democratic rights further exposes the disregard for rule of law and democratic norms in Kosovo and Metohija. It also raises the necessity for the international community to make sure that there are safeguards